Okay, Anthropic just dropped Claude Opus 5, and we are literally skipping all the pleasantries for this explainer because this is a massive, massive tech drop. Here is the absolute wait what moment you need to know right up front. Opus 5 is hitting intelligence levels that are incredibly close to Fable 5's frontier capabilities, but they are pulling it off at literally half the price. Half. And the best part is you don't even have to wait in line to try it out. As of right now, today, it's already the default model if you're rocking Claude Max, and it's officially the absolute strongest model available over on Claude Pro. Let's just talk raw performance for a second, because the numbers are wild. It is just tearing through benchmarks. We're talking topping Frontier Bench, setting a brand new state of the art on GDPval-AA. It's just totally crushing knowledge work evaluations without even breaking a sweat. But man, the CursorBench 3.2 stats are what really blow my mind. At max effort, Opus 5 gets within 0.5% of Fable 5's absolute peak score. 0.5%. And I know I said this already, but it's doing that while costing 50% less per task. It's just insane. Then you look at ARC-AGI 3. Now, this is supposed to be the ultimate test for AI, right? The true, can it solve genuinely novel problems test. Well, it didn't just win this one. It scored 3 times higher than the next best model. It literally tripled the competition on novel problem solving. Tripled. And this raw score translates into some absolutely crazy real world behavior. Like on one of the Frontier Bench tasks, they asked Opus 5 to rebuild a 3D FreeCAD model from a drawing. But here's the catch, the researchers intentionally didn't give the model the ability to actually view the drawing. So how on earth do you see a 3D part without eyes? You literally build your own eyes. Opus 5 bypassed the whole restriction by writing its own custom computer vision pipeline right there on the fly. It just extracted the geometries straight out of the raw pixels and completely reconstructed the part. While competing models basically failed 5 times in a row, Opus 5 just invented its own workaround. The level of agency here is just off the charts. They ran another real-world test with a bug in an open-source package manager. A competing model looked at the code, slapped a quick band-aid on a surface symptom, and called it a day. Opus 5, it actually hunted down the underlying root cause, fixed a crazy edge case the entire community missed, and permanently solved the problem. So, quick side note on what's under the hood regarding safety, because per Anthropic's internal audits, this is actually their most aligned model yet. It's supposedly be least likely to be tricked into misuse. That said, they're still intentionally keeping it behind Mythos 5 when it comes to the really intense stuff, like exploiting cyber vulnerabilities or autonomous bioresearch. So, brilliantly capable, but still heavily safeguarded on the scary stuff. Which brings us to the real kicker here. $5 per million input tokens, $25 per million output tokens. If you have been building with Claude, you know exactly what that means. That is the exact same token price as Opus 4.8. You're getting this massive generational leap in reasoning, problem solving, and sheer agency for the exact same cost you were paying yesterday.